When it comes to starting a business, talk is cheap. Anyone could say they're ready to build the next multi-million-dollar company, but do they have what it takes? Can they really transform their idea into a thriving company? Well, before you're ready to get on this train, there are important business tips to have in mind. These strategies will help your business start on a firm footing. Let's get right into it. Execution is everything. An idea only becomes worth a lot when it yields positive results. When an idea makes $1 million, then you can say it's worth that amount. But when it doesn't, it's still nothing. Anyone can have ideas. That idea that you think is original and unique to you has probably been thought of by thousands of other people. The difference is that it can only be credited to the first person to take action on it. If you talk to anyone around you, they would be able to bring up more than 5 business ideas, so it's quite common. So, pair your idea with the right execution, and it won't be worthless. What this means is that it's a good idea with poor execution will yield negative results and consume your resources. On the other hand, there could be a mediocre idea handled with great execution, and that becomes a viable business model. Remember that an idea won't sound great to the rest of the world just because it sounds awesome to you. If you really want to get an unbiased views of your business idea, then we suggest you don't ask family and friends. They may care so much about you and your feelings, not to say anything that wouldn't hurt them. Get real feedback on your idea from people who would have to pay for it. It's all about asking them to put their money where their mouth is. They would rather give honest feedback rather than splurging on an idea they think isn't worth it. Don't work so hard to protect your idea, as it isn't that special. You don't need a revolutionary idea, just your ability to execute. Facebook wasn't the first social media platform, but they're currently one of the best. The secret? Execution. Be ready to make sacrifices. When you look around, you see the CEOs of some successful companies living the life. They're on yachts almost every weekend and party hard on some weekdays, but it took a lot to get to that point. What you're seeing is a result of years of work and sacrifice they put into seeing their company grow to that stage. So before you start your business, one of the best business tips you would get is that you need to be ready to make sacrifices. The amount of work you put in will determine how much of success it becomes. Most people see starting a business as an escape from the 9-to-5 life they hate so much. They just want to be free from their bosses to be a ruler of their own domain. But it doesn't take long before they realize that the 8 hours a day they worked under another company is so much better compared to the overtime that they have to put in for their business. They end up working as much as 17 hours a day, even on the weekends, to keep the company running. Then when they're not working, they're up at night thinking about the future of the business. Sure, running a successful company leads to that amazing life that you've always dreamed of, but it takes longer to get to that point. Your sacrifices will also include not seeing your loved ones as much, lack of free time, and so much more. However, you don't have to sacrifice your health for success. Don't be afraid to outsource. The biggest mistake some people make is leaving a company as an employee only to become an employee of their own company as well. There's nothing wrong with running your company, but you have a unique role as a founder. Instead of trading one job for another, focus on your strengths and let other competent people free up your time. As a first employee of your business, your job is to get your hands dirty as you try to create the perfect system. You have your workable plan in place and the process you need to build your smart foundation. However, when you finally have the entire process figured out, the next stage is to get more people on board. Break your company into a smaller, interconnected system where your chain of employees keeps the engine running. Your focus is on the steering wheel of growth and innovation as you drive them towards the zenith of success. Pay more attention to how you can keep the business growing, enough to pay everyone without running into a loss. Let others work on the day-to-day operations of the company. No doubt about it, most founders feel like they have to micromanage everything at an early stage. However, what this will only do is keep you away from more important tasks like business growth. Look inward to identify your strengths and use this to make your business into the giant you want it to be. Have a smart foundation. Everything needs a solid foundation to function. If you built a house on a faulty foundation, it would crumble faster than it would take for you to finish this video. It's the same thing with your company. A crippled foundation means that your company is bound to fail, no matter how much planning you put in place or how great you think your idea is. The secret is to build a smart one from the beginning. One thing to check out for is the means to keep customers coming through those doors. Your company will be relying on your ability to get people to want your products and services. So does it have a demand ceiling? As you grow your business, will customers keep coming? If you were the only one selling black caps to everyone in your small town, at some point demand would drop drastically. Why? Not everyone will want to have more than one black cap in their home. When everyone in town has got one, your business becomes irrelevant. But it's different when every black cap has a different inscription that is both catchy and unique. Then one person can decide to have several of them. Another thing to look out for is that your business would be able to survive even if an employee leaves or you change suppliers. Finally, be sure that your business can scale, which means that you can match the increase in demand with an increase in production. Understand that not everything will go according to plan. The road to starting your business will be filled with lots of bumps along the way. You should understand that as a novice, you'll get some things right and you'll get some things wrong. This shouldn't stop you from going ahead with your plan. Instead, it should teach you a valuable lesson on how to get it right. You still have a lot to learn, and if you're serious about building your business, rethink the way you look at failure and how you want to approach it. We have often heard how 8 out of 10 businesses fail in less than 2 years of existence. The major reason for this is they pulled out immediately after they hit a bump. Instead of adapting to their newfound reality, they decided to call it quits instead. We found several examples of companies around us struggling to stay afloat because they couldn't adapt quickly. One of them is Nokia, a company that started as a rubber manufacturer but moved to technology and is currently struggling in its space they once dominated. Your ability to fail fast and adapt quickly is what will keep you growing when things don't go according to plan. Don't try to cheat the game. There are no shortcuts to winning this game. People who jump from business to business in search of a get-rich-quick scheme fall just as fast. Instead of putting in the work to see their business succeed, they spend more time looking for shortcuts and loopholes. You can only get real value when you build your solid foundation, and then the building from the ground up. As you put your dream together brick by brick, you'll start to see it take shape. And what you have is a viable business that will stand the test of time. Cheating the game is only you trying to cheat yourself. It never ends well. Leverage the knowledge of mentors. It is better to walk through a new path alone, not knowing what to expect at the other end, or talk to someone who has been through the path already. The right mentor has several years' worth of struggles to share with you. They already know what's ahead, and a smart person who wants to start a business will leverage their knowledge. You need people who have done things you want to do. Let them inspire you as you analyze, study, and gain from their wealth of knowledge. If you're lucky, you can grow directly under the wings of a mentor, which is like a business power-up. With mentors, things are much easier. However, remember that mentors work with results and won't want to waste their resources on you. So before you go in search of one, you should have proven your ability to hold your own in your industry. Now you know those important business tips that will help you start your business. And that's a wrap. Which valuable lesson have you learned as you tried to start your own business? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.